Hey everybody, it's Donna, and this is our hips and flow class. So I invite you to find a mat and lay it out and place yourself upon it. All right, so it's going to be about an hour of flow with, and we'll, of course, the latter half will be a little bit slower, deeper stretches into the hips. All right, and tonight our theme is gratitude. All right, so expressing gratitude and having that attitude of gratitude in your life always, regardless of the situation, that it can help you get through the really tough times. And as we are back into fairly major restrictions here in Alberta, that we can still express gratitude for all that we have, our opportunities and the blessings that are in our lives. So if you come to your mat, welcome to the beautiful Lahari Yoga Studio here in St. Albert. Find you a comfortable seat, inhaling and then exhaling. Feel free to turn your gaze downward. And we're going to begin this evening with a loving kindness meditation. In your comfortable position, in your mind's eye, imagine looking into a mirror at yourself. And say to yourself, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I be at peace. And now imagine a good friend or family member, someone you know well and love, and say to that person, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. Now imagine someone in your community who you just come across. You might pass them in the street, or they're the teller at the store. You don't know this person, but they live close to you. And say to this person, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. And imagine someone with whom you do not get along. They rub you the wrong way, they have different opinions than you. And say to this person, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. And now imagine someone across the world, in a different country, they speak a different language, eat different food. And say to them, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. And then imagine people everywhere, in your home, in your community, your country, and across the globe. And say to them, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, May you be at peace. As you finish this metta meditation, bring your hands together, palms touching, thumbs gently tapping on your sternum, and then lowering your head towards your hands. In gratitude for this day and this breath, this opportunity to sit in stillness. Allowing the eyes to flutter open. Nice. Release the hands. Take your legs out and give them a bit of a shake. Fantastic. All right. Coming back into a crisscross position, maybe with the other leg in front this time. And then inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring it down to the midline. Inhale, up you go. Exhale, bringing it down. Just enjoying the bounty of the breath, the beautiful movements of the arms. This next time, leaning over to one side, just gently take it over. Oh, yes. Turning the gaze down. Inhale, turning the gaze. Exhale, gaze comes down. Soften. Inhale, invigorate, look. Exhale. One more time. All the way. And then bring it down. Sweep it around to the other side. Beautiful. And once again, look down. Exhaling. Inhaling up. That's it. Letting the chest roll. Last time. Inhale. Exhale down. And now bring your hands in front of you. Ease in a little bit side to side. Soften. Relax. And a couple of breaths here. Give yourself some time. Beautiful. And coming up and rolling onto all fours. Taking your stance and moving a little bit side to side. Curl the toes under, stretch through the feet. If you take your hips back, beautiful. Load into the hands, press down as the shoulders come forward. Waking up the back. Once again, curl the toes, take those hips back. Coming forward, loading into the hands and the wrists. If that doesn't feel great, just back off a little bit so that it feels right for you, right? Or maybe even a little bit more, and you take it further forward. Keep pressing down no matter where you're at. Engage in the belly, pulling the navel up. Beautiful. And then pull the navel up so much that the knees begin to lift. The hips go high, and you find your way into downward facing dog. Walk it out, move around a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding that length from fingertips to hips. Beautiful. And then taking one leg up into the sky. Take it up. There it is. Stretch those toes and circle the ankle. Around and around you go, and then go the other direction. Nice. Bring the foot forward. Lower onto that back knee. Feel free to fold over your mat or find a cushion for under the knee. Come forward and back. Lovely. Forward and back. Just warming up in the hips. Don't worry about a static hold quite yet. We'll get into those later. Curling those back toes. Come up with the knee lifted off the ground. Imagine that you're going to squeeze your feet toward one another. So the front heel goes back, those back toes squeeze together. You engage, hips might lift, pressing down to roll your body up. Feel free to bend that back knee so that your pelvis is in good alignment. You might even shorten your stance a smidge. Okay? Nice. Inhale here, reach those arms up. Extend the legs. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Invite them behind you if you can. Bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhale, practice the arms, bend the knees. Inhale and exhale, beginning to move with some vigor. Nice. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Beautiful. And now keeping those knees bent, take your hands toward the ground and then fingers to the sky. Okay? Elbows stay somewhat stationary, rolling in the shoulders. That's it. Building heat in the low body with the static hold, feeling that in the hips and stabilizers. Keep drawing the front heel back and the back toes forward. If you could fold your mat in half. Last one. Inhale, exhale, sweep it up, straighten those legs. Yes. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, shot it up. All the way down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Other leg, take it up, reach for the sky. And once again, roll the ankle. A few times in one direction and a few times in the other direction. Beautiful, looking forward. Bring that foot forward. And again, it doesn't have to be a super long stance, so you don't have to get your foot between your hands, right? Press into the ground. Oh, but lower first. That's right. All right. So ease forward and back. Okay. Just waking up the hips, the legs, using your hands for some balance. Okay. Then curl those back toes, lift the knee, drag this front heel back, the back toes forward. See the hips go up? Yes. Then pressing down, taking the energy, drawing up the legs into the core until you're up. And once again, inhale, take those arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend the knees. Inhale up, exhale. Woo. Feeling this on the second side. Beautiful. 2 more of those. And coming into that bent knee stance, keep the knees bent, the legs pulling toward one another. Fingers to the ground and then to the sky. Beautiful. Stay steady. Think happy thoughts. Thankful for a healthy body. Thankful for strong legs. Thankful that I showed up on my mat for this practice. Inhale and exhale. That's it. Stay with it. 2 more. Beautiful. Sweep the arms up, straighten the legs. Woo. Hands to the ground. Step it back. Chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend as high or as low as you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Move around. Breathe. You'd rather be in child's pose, go for it. We're starting to warm up the body, get the blood flowing. Nice. All right. Big inhale. Full exhale. 1 more. Beautiful. Taking one leg up toward the sky. Bringing that foot forward. Turn the back heel. Inhale. Arms to the sky. Warrior one. Nice. We're just going to flow all the way into side lunge. Lunge into the back leg. Nice. Right? Sometimes there's a tendency to roll onto the side of the foot. Feel free to do that if you want, but another way to really engage this inner thigh is to press into the outside of the foot, and you'll feel the inner thigh fire up a little bit. You can rest here, you can be here or here, wherever feels right for your body. Nice. Once again, transition to your warrior one. Turning the feet. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, folding into humble warrior, head toward the sky. Hands might lift off of the hips. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding. Once again, up and down. Last time, inhale here. Exhale, down. Let the crown of the head fall down. Press into the feet nice and firm. Beautiful. When you're ready, bringing yourself up, releasing those hands. Sweep them to the sky. Inhale there. Exhale. Switching into that low side lunge again. Okay, maybe you rest here. Maybe you want to come down. Oh yeah, that gets a good stretch. Press into the outside edge of the foot. Okay, and we're going to switch this to the other side. So simply bring it up and over, second side. Pivoting so that you can do warrior one, facing the other direction. Move your feet. Exhale, sweep it back, side lunging. Okay, and see how my ankle gives way if I don't pay attention to it? There we go, that's better. A little bit more mindful there. Switch the feet, warrior one. Bring your hands behind your back in the awkward grasp. So one way the fingers go together normally, and then the other way the opposite fingers are going to be on top. Okay, so that's the one that feels odd, is the one we want behind our backs this time. Inhale, lift up into the heart. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. Up and down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to pause here. We're inviting the crown of the head down. Soften the shoulders. Active in the legs. Reaching the hands up if you would like. If that serves you, great. Do the version that feels best. One last breath. Use the inhalation to help yourself come up. Inhale here. Once again, side lunging. Okay. You want to stay high, or if you want to bring it down low. Okay. Active through this leg. Beautiful stretch. Okay. We're going to do some really focused, concentrated movements using this side lunge. Okay. Ideally, hands are going to be either the heart or on the hips or somewhere that will help you balance. Okay. So switching from one side, working through your range of motion, go as low as you can, and then press into the ground, slowly come up to the other side. Oh, there we go. Your range of motion, press into the ground, feel that. Yes, we're going to do it again. All right, a little bit more space, walking the feet apart. There it is, that's my range of motion. Press, slide it over. Second side, appreciate that the hips are going to be different. This one doesn't give me as much range of motion as the other side. It's okay. Oh, yes. Oh, bring it up. Nice. Inhale. Here. Exhale, fold forward. Adjusting your feet as you would like. Let the crown of the head soften to the ground. Press into all four corners of the feet. So the big toe knuckle, the outside edge of the, or the little toe knuckle, the outside edge and the inside edge. Pressing all of those down into the ground. Feel the energy activate through the legs into the hips. Big breath in, lengthen, maybe you lift up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen, keep pressing with the feet. Exhaling, folding, dropping the head. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Beautiful. Then bringing yourself up about halfway. One hand is going to stay down. And the other hand is going to come to the hip. And then you're going to gently begin to twist. There you go. Feel that stretch in the legs, especially the inner thighs. Press into both feet. Maybe you want to take this hand to the sky. Maybe you want to wrap it and bind. Maybe you want to leave it on the hip. Does not matter. You do your twist. Breathe deep. Exhale, let it go. When you're ready, other hand is going to stay on the ground. Okay, bring the opposite hand to your hip. Begin to twist. Working towards stacking those shoulders, pressing both feet into the ground. Nice active, energizing twist here, wringing out the spine, using the legs. Finding where you would like to place that top hand, expressing yourself, tuning into what feels best for you this evening. Bring it down. Soften. Maybe you heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Whew. Hanging ragdoll, bend the knees a lot. Right. Inviting those ribs to settle onto the thighs. Right. Working into the hamstrings a little bit. Bend one knee and straighten the other leg, straightish. Right? And then the other side. So twisting. Before we were twisting the top of the body, the torso, and now we're doing a twist. It's a little bit lower in the body because we're pedaling out the legs. And inhale, half lift. Exhale and soften. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, let go. Last time. All the way up. Exhale, soften. Okay, while you're down here, options. Maybe you want to hang onto the big toes with your peace fingers. Okay, and pull the elbows out to the side. Great version. Maybe you want to just rest elbows on your knees. Great version. Okay, maybe you want to wrap the forearms behind the calves. Another great version here. You find yours. 2 more breaths. Gently coming up a little bit so you can place your hands on the ground and step back to downward facing dog. Woo. Nice. Beautiful long inverted series there. All right. Coming up onto tiptoes, rolling forward, finding plank. Nice strong plank pose, pressing the palms into the ground. If you'd like to do this on fists, feel free. You can take your shoulders back a little bit or forward, depending on which muscle groups you would like to work on. Big breath here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, take it down. Inhale, roll through into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog.
All right, we're gonna come into a hover. So you may want to walk your hands in and your feet in, so you're a little bit shorter dog, and then bring the knees down toward the ground into our hover, sometimes called a bear pose. And you take one foot and take it underneath, a little bit of a kick out, bring it back, and do the other side. Okay, kick it out, in and out. Okay, wringing out, okay, stabilizing in the shoulders. Beautiful. This time as you go out, switch the weight, right? And then lower the hips to the ground. Lovely. So you're facing the back corner of your mat. Feet are a little bit wide. Inhale, reach up here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the other side. Reaching up, twist, and we're gonna zigzag here. So reaching towards your toes, and then away. And towards your toes, and then away. Sweep it up. Exhale and twist. Toward the toes, and away. Toward the toes, and right. Soften the jaw. Breathe deep, inhaling and exhaling, getting deep into that low back, into the hips. A little bit of rocking motion. And we're going to alternate the legs. So bend one knee a lot and straighten the other, and then opposite sides. Dragging the heels along the ground as you do this, so you have some resistance. That's it. Drag and straighten. Beautiful. One more. On each side. Beautiful. All right. Gently coming up. So we're going to pivot back into our hover. So one foot's going to find the mat. Reach over. Press into the ground. Lift the hips. And find your hover. Got it? Okay, other side. Okay, foot goes out. Finding your side plank for a moment, or your fallen triangle, I guess. Hips go to the ground. You're facing the corner of your mat. The feet are a little bit wide. Nice. So here, now we're going to open up through these side ribs. One hand reaches on the inside of the leg. The other arm reaches back. Inhale up. Open up, try and stack the shoulders, lean back. And over, reaching for maybe the baby toe side or even further out from the baby toe side. And you can take your legs wider if that feels more comfortable, or narrower. Maybe you work the elbow onto the inside of the thigh. Maybe you find the toes over there. Opening up in those shoulders. Side waist. And legs. Inhale, bringing it up. And to the other side. Hand comes to the inside of the shin in that leg. You need to stack your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale over. You go reach to the baby toe or maybe wider. Lean back. Maybe the elbow comes to the inside of the leg. And you think about finding those toes. You might find them. Breathe. Inhale, coming up. Nice. Once again, coming out of this position back to the hover. So one foot finds the mat. Twist the hands to the mat. Press into the ground, lift the hips, both feet, and hover. Nice. Knees to the earth. Child's pose. Once again, a moment to pause and express gratitude. Maybe you want to say, this is working for me, if you can't think of something that you're thankful for. Sometimes I understand that is hard, right? And this is working for me. What is working in your life? Right? Find those things. Think of one more. Right. Hands to the ground, curl those toes, lift the hips. Down dog. Foot to the sky. Exhale and it comes forward. All right, turning the back heel. Let's come up into warrior straight. Knee and then bend the knee or thigh. And once again, imagine your feet are coming together, really working those inner thighs tonight. I think you may have noticed, right? All right. Pressing into the four corners of the feet. If you'd like, feel free to lift the heel and energize just a little bit more. Beautiful. Straightening. Reverse the triangle. Take it back. Exhaling, coming into triangle. So think about your shoulders, okay? Wrist, bottom shoulder stacks on wrist, so the bottom shoulder comes forward a little bit. That top shoulder rolls back and down. Top hand can go on the hip. Shoulders are still stacked, or maybe it reaches overhead or over your ear. Maybe you go for big core work right there. All right, now with your barrel chest, roll the whole chest over the knee and then open it up again, right? Work those obliques. Roll and look down and then to the side wall. One more time, down, side wall, down, bring your hands down. Adjust your back foot, walk a little bit wider, turn the toes more toward the front of your mat. And let's fold over this front thigh. Pyramid pose. Maybe you lengthen and then fold. Working those legs straight-ish. Press into the mound of this big toe. Press, press, press it away from you. And maybe you want to lengthen your stance. Sometimes I find once I've been here for a breath or two, it wants to lengthen. All right, big work in this front leg. Yes, get into those hamstrings. One more exhale. Fantastic. Bending the knee. Plant the hands, step back, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Other leg, reach it for the sky, bring it forward, turn the back heel. Okay, you're gonna get the back view, so I'm actually gonna switch positions. Ta-ta-ta. Pinwheel up, warrior two. Feel free to straighten the leg and then bend the knee with purpose. Inviting it toward the baby toe, activating the legs, bring them toward one another. If you want more tippy toes. Ooh, calf talked a little bit in that one. And breathe. Planting the foot, straightening that front leg, reverse. Take it back. Exhale, coming forward, reach. Coming into that beautiful triangle pose. Okay, watch your shoulders, okay? Bottom shoulder comes a little bit more towards your face. Top shoulder rolls open and down. Really use the serratus anterior muscle right here to engage the shoulder into the shoulder socket, okay? One hand over your ear. The other arm joins it. Big core work. Use those obliques. Inhale here. Exhale. Barrel roll your chest and look down. Inhale. Open up. Exhale and roll. Inhale. Open. Exhale. We're going to do that one more time. Open. And then down. Both hands come down. Adjust your feet a little bit wider. Toes turn to the short side of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to fold. Lengthening through your spine throughout this pose. Pressing into the mound of the big toe, inviting this front leg to be longer. Two more breaths. Beautiful. All right, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. We're gonna walk it out. Nice. Roll yourself forward, finding plank. Inhale here at the top, exhale, shut it on. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe. If you'd rather be in child's pose, if you want to take a moment to grab a sip of water, feel free. All right, we've been working lots on inner thighs, as well as hamstrings, and getting into those twists. Yes, have you felt it? Good, I hope so. Okay, so let's twist out this down dog. Feel free to walk your feet wherever you think is going to feel comfortable, and then take one hand and reach it for the opposite leg. It might be the thigh, the calf, the ankle. Look underneath. Beautiful. Square it up. Then do the other side. Reach, twist, breathe. Bringing it back to center. Knees to the ground. Take a bit of a break. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Gonna get her out of sip of water. Fabulous. When you are ready, bringing your legs out in front. I want to adjust the hips so that you're right nice and high on the sits bones. If you want to have a little blanket underneath you or anything like that, feel free. And coming into Dandasana, so our staff pose. Activating the legs by pulling the thighs up and tucking them into the hip sockets. Maybe spreading the toes and making sure that the big toe and the little toe are equidistant from your chest. And then with the hands, you might be up on fingertips or the palms flat, it'll depend on the length of your arms. Invite the elbows toward one another behind you. Sit up really tall. And maybe you press into the ground so that you're lifting up out of the side waist, giving a little bit more space to the pelvis. Nice. Okay, do big quad work. Are you ready? Lift one foot up off the ground. Beautiful. And lower it. Other foot lifts and lower it. Stay tall. Lift and lower. Really work those hip flexors, lower abdominals, low back. Notice one might be easier than the other to lift. They might both be really quite challenging. Notice I'm starting to move back. Oh, the things that we do. A couple more. Work them. There we go. Last one. Okay. Whew. Shake that out. Okay. Bring your feet to the mat, your hands, maybe fingers turned out or fingers toward your toes, and lift up. to reverse table or crab. And lower back. Lifting up. And lower down. All right, so now you can experiment with this move if you'd like. Lift up to crab and see if you can lower down and plant your hips. It'll depend on the length of your arms, and you might want some blocks so that you have a little bit more space. Plant, see if you can lift, up into crab, and back to sit. Press, lift, up, give it a kick, and lower, sit. Press, lift, kick, down, hips to the ground. Nice. All right. Rolling onto your back. Feel free to rock a little bit side to side. Hug those knees into the chest, especially after that great abdominal work we just did. We're in a kind of bridge pose, okay? So with the feet on the ground, nice and firm in front, just give yourself some robot arms, okay? So fingertips to the sky. The upper arm is pressing into the mat so that the shoulder blades go down the back and the collarbones are wide. Press in with the upper arms and the feet. Lift up in the hips. Feel that opening here in the hip flexors. And lower down. Press. Open up in the shoulders, front of the hips, and lower. Okay. We've done a lot of hamstring lengthening. Let's do a hamstring strengthener. So now drag the heels towards your shoulders and your shoulders towards your heels, making the back body active. Beautiful. Okay, feel free to relax your robot arms if you'd like, or take the arms anywhere that feels good. We're going to shift the weight into one foot, come up on the tippy toe of the other foot. Nice. And bring that knee up toward the sky. Foot to the sky. And we're going to pulse down and press up. Down and up. Down and up. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Circling the ankle one direction. Circling the ankle the other direction. And slowly lower the foot. Okay. Shift the weight. The other foot. Tippy toes. Bring the knee into the chest. Toes to the sky if you'd like. Lower the hips and then press into the ground and lift. That's it. One more. Circle the ankle one direction. Circle the ankle the other direction. With control, lower all the way down. As you arrive on the ground, make any adjustments. Maybe you have your knees into your chest or take them side to side or a combination of those two. Stretching out the low back. Lengthening the legs as you'd like. Beautiful. Inviting the knees wide. So you're just going to explore a little bit here with Happy Baby. All right, your knees are wide, and just hold on to the backs of the knees. Relax your feet down towards your hips. Even maybe let the knees go a little bit away from your body. And then invite the knees in towards your armpits so that they won't come anymore. And then invite your feet to go up toward the sky. You roll up your back with a really gentle stretch. And then the feet are going to slowly come back down. And then the knees are going to ease away from your armpits. All right, again, gently inviting those knees up toward the armpits in your face. When that can't happen anymore, you've maxed out the flexibility here in the hips, okay? Then invite your toes up toward the sky. You feel that go up your back? And that's so cool. And slowly coming down. Really mindful of the articulation in the low back. And my knees, as my knees go away from my face, they want to go wider. And as they come up, I try to maintain that width, but there's a certain part where they start to roll in, because they're just following the curvature of the hip socket. So just notice those lovely subtleties of your body. And as I get here, my knees really want to come in. Right? Beautiful. If you'd like to roll through that one more time at your pace, feel free. All right. Then we're going to come into a twist. In your own time, taking knees to one side. And as you find your place, maybe you cross the legs or extend a leg out, or the other leg. There's so many options here. Just let your body unravel and unfold in its own way. And the hand that's away from the knees, it may want to come down by the hips, or go out to the side, or maybe overhead. As you get into the thoracic spine and the ribs, and letting the head roll wherever it wants to roll. And instead of having a determined destination, let the body, give it permission to be in charge. One more deep breath. Feel free to sigh it out. Nice. Unraveling yourself. Fantastic. And then again, onto the other side. Knees go over, adjusting the legs in any way that you would like. Experimenting with the arm that's far away from the legs. And then letting the head go. Doing a little bit less. Breathing deep. Let the breath work its magic. One last deep breath. In your own time, invite you to come Out. Twist. And then finding a place of comfort for your Savasana. As you settle in, I'd like to share a quote with you. It says, everyone gets to decide how happy they want to be, because everyone gets to decide how grateful they're willing to be. As you rest in Savasana, may you take this time to count your blessings, to list all that you are thankful for. Inhaling and exhaling. One more nice long cleansing breath. And begin to wiggle fingers and toes.
stretching. Gently returning to an upright position. I am thankful for you. Thank you for joining me in this practice, for taking the time to care for yourself, to move, to breathe, and to be mindful. Namaste. Take care, you guys. Be safe, be healthy.